There's a theory about Kai Cenat Streamer University going around right now, and if it holds up, it changes how you look at every viral clip that came out of that event. The claim is simple. None of it was random. The tryouts you watched, the lines you saw people waiting in, the chaos, the rejections, the one in a million moments that went viral. According to this theory, almost all of it was already decided before a single camera turned on. The argument starts with what actually happened at the Atlanta event. It got shut down twice, and while regular people, the ones lined up outside hoping for a shot, got turned away, the already popular names like Ben the Don and DDG walked straight in, even after the event had officially closed. Dub's explanation for this was that social media presence doesn't buy you special privileges. It just means you know how to move in a crowd.
Right? For to go to the White House, set up a basketball court. Whoever wins, get $500 million. Don't y'all think all the NBA players is at least gonna try to pull up? And don't you think as a safety risk that they would put LeBron up first or something like that? That's all I'm saying. So like, I ain't gonna lie. I felt like me personally, I had security. We had security or whatever. Just because if I was out there in that crowd, I felt like it would have been a safety hazard anyways. But when you are social media, you don't take advantage. Like you don't get special privileges. You just know how to move. A person that doesn't do social media and doesn't have fans around them and don't have people that could potentially hurt you, you don't really know how to move in a crowded environment. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. So that's all it is.
The official word was that social media presence doesn't buy you special privileges. It just means you know how to move in a crowd. They called it a safety issue, comparing it to how NBA players get escorted through a crazy mob. Whether or not you buy that explanation, the optics were impossible to miss. The people already at the top got in. The people waiting outside didn't. From there, the theory builds outward, and the first real piece of evidence offered is the Red Bull. At every single tryout location, Atlanta, Los Angeles, New York, there's the same setup. 3 shelves of Red Bull, fully stocked, multiple flavors, positioned exactly where the camera would catch it. The argument is that no one's carrying that much branded product to 4 different cities by coincidence, especially not right after wrapping up a previous energy drink partnership. And here's the detail that makes the argument hard to dismiss. Kai Cenat wasn't even the one streaming most of these tryouts. Other people were filming and clipping them, which means if this was a sponsorship, it wasn't built around Kai's personal stream numbers. It was built around guaranteeing that branded product would appear across hundreds of different streamers' clips, all organically, all without anyone tagging it as an ad. Then the video moves into specific cases, starting with a guy referred to as Big Loaf, the one who took his clothes off mid-tryout, demanding his draws back in a moment that blew up immediately. On the surface, that looks like someone making a desperate, embarrassing bid for attention. But the digging done on this guy tells a different story. He's a consistent streamer, 80+ hours streamed in December, active through January, a noticeable gap from February through June, which lines up suspiciously well with when Streamer University tryouts were happening. And critically, he's been grinding on Kick for weeks, putting in real 5-hour sessions, doing legitimate IRL content, studio sessions, the whole package. Verified on Kick with 19,000 followers there and 60,000 on Instagram, with clips already pulling over 20,000 likes before any of this happened. That is not just some random dude who showed up and panicked into taking his clothes off. That is someone who already knew exactly what he was doing. The real theory, this entire moment was set up from the start purely to create the kind of unhinged, viral clip that gets shared a million times. The Kick angle matters here too, because there's a clip used as supporting evidence. DDG hesitating to admit on camera that he streams on Kick, clearly bracing for some kind of reaction, and Kai shutting that down immediately, saying he doesn't care, that Streamer University doesn't have a bias toward any platform, that they don't stream for clippers, they stream for their actual fan base, if that's genuinely his stance. It removes the one objection people might raise about Big Loaf being a legitimate pick despite his Kick presence. Then there's the girl twerking for Red Bull cans on camera, getting denied in a moment built for laughs, except she's also already an established streamer with her own audience watching live on TikTok as it happened. The theory's point here is simple. An actual unknown person doesn't walk into that environment and start performing like that with total confidence that it's going to land as content. That's the behavior of someone who already knows they're getting something out of the interaction regardless of how the denial plays out on camera. And then there's the monkey. A woman walks in with a pet marmoset named Tico, fully dressed in a matching Streamer University shirt, past what should have been multiple layers of security screening for an event with that many people. No regular applicant gets an exotic animal through that door without it being being cleared in advance. That's the single piece of evidence in the whole video that's hardest to argue with. Think about it. Either security accidentally let a total stranger walk a monkey past multiple checkpoints, or that entire moment was cleared before she ever stepped foot in the building. The most layered piece of evidence, though, is the interaction with the girl Kai claims he was testing, saying he sat in her chat for 20 minutes, that she failed to engage with him, and that's supposedly why she gets rejected on camera. Her reaction reads as performed rather than genuinely shocked, which the video uses to argue this was a scripted beat between two people who already knew each other, designed to look spontaneous. Even if Kai was lurking in random chats under a secret account, that's a wild twist, but the bad acting completely gives the game away. By the time you reach the security skit, a guy in a full uniform arresting Kai Cenat over fake citations, offering him a plea deal to become Streamer University's home monitor. The pattern has fully revealed itself, at least according to this theory. Kai plays along instantly, no hesitation, no confusion, the energy of someone who already knows the bit. And every one of these moments did the same job: generate clip-worthy chaos, keep Red Bull in frame. They wanted to blow up the hype for an event that already had its roster locked in from day one. And this is where the money trail changes everything. The massive brand sponsorship isn't just a side note, it is the whole point of the video. Because the argument being made isn't just that individual people were pre-selected, it's that the entire spectacle, the tryouts, the chaos, the rejections, the viral clips, function as a free distributed advertisement for Red Bull, generated across dozens of different creators' channels, without ever being labeled as paid promotion. Every clip of someone getting denied, every clip of someone twerking, every clip of a monkey in a matching shirt has that same fridge sitting in the corner of frame. Multiply that across dozens of channels, and what do you get? An enormous amount of organic-looking product placement, completely undisclosed. That's the actual argument underneath all of this. Not that Kai Cenat ran a scam, not that nobody got a real shot. The claim is narrower and honestly more believable than it sounds on the surface. That the open call format itself was the content, and the open call format only works as content if there's enough chaos and spectacle to make it shareable. A bunch of unknown people standing in a calm, orderly line getting calmly told yes or no doesn't generate millions of views. A man getting his clothes confiscated does. A girl bringing a monkey through security does. So if you already have an internal roster of people you're bringing in regardless, and you also want maximum viral output from the open tryout process, the most efficient thing to do is seed a handful of those already selected, already experienced streamers into the public-facing tryout line and let them generate the chaos that the cameras need. They just wanted to fake the hype for an event that was already rigged from day one, and this is where the money trail completely changes the game.
Unfortunately, I can't see everybody, but I'm on like a dead hard line come out, but like I'm trying to push out to do digital application. I'm looking heavy on that shit, and I'm watching everything. If you think I'm not watching, I am literally watching everything. Those who got denied, it's not the end of the world. That doesn't mean anything. Make your online application first. Whoever been out here for a very, very, very long time, I really appreciate and love each of you. New York City is my personal city. I love y'all so much, so I'm gonna pay a little bit more close attention to those in New York and those who grinded. But we see.
This huge brand deal isn't some random side note. It is the entire point, because this isn't just about a few creators getting picked early. The theory argues that the whole spectacle, the chaos, the rejections, and the viral clips was just a massive free ad campaign for Red Bull, spread across dozens of channels without ever being labeled as a paid promotion. Every time someone got denied, every time a girl twerked or a monkey walked on screen, that same fridge was sitting right there in the corner of the frame. Multiply that across dozens of different streams, and you get an insane amount of product placement, completely hidden in plain sight. Here's the brutal truth for anyone who actually sent in a video hoping for a real shot. If this theory is right, it doesn't mean the dream is dead. It just means you were never going to win by showing up cold with 0 followers and hoping for a miracle. Look at the people who got all the screen time. They already had thousands of followers, a solid streaming history, and the right connections. They were a safe bet for views before they ever met Kai. That is just how the industry works. It is not even about lying to the audience. It is just that betting on a total stranger to make good content is way too risky when you can just use people who already know exactly how to work a camera. There's no leaked roster. There's no internal memo confirming any of this. What there is, according to the argument, is a consistent pattern across every viral tryout clip. The same product placement, the same telltale signs of pre-existing online presence in the people whose moments blew up, and reaction footage that, in the creator's opinion, reads as performed rather than spontaneous in at least 2 specific instances. Whether you buy the theory in full or think it's reaching in places, the through line is hard to fully dismiss. The people who define what audiences remember about Kai Cenat Streamer University were, almost without exception, people who already had an audience before they ever walked through that door. If this kind of breakdown is something you're into, drop a like and subscribe for more of it. But what do you think? Was this an organic open call? Or just a flawless marketing masterclass? Let me know in the comments.